Hi guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's not date or time specific, so whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. Do remember it's general, not a private reading, so it may not resonate for everyone. That's okay. Just always best to take what speaks to you and leave the rest. I do have private readings available. There is a link in the description box below. It will take you to the booking page. You can read all about it. And just a heads up, I am considering shutting down the private readings for the balance of the summer. That's something I'm considering around the middle of the month, or at least cutting way back. So if you've been on the fence, I just wanted to let you know. All right, here we go. You can be here as a cross watcher for a Gemini. That's fine. Sometimes the messages speak more directly to you than they do about your person, but always in connection with them. So that, I hope, is helpful to know. I am pulling from Prairie Majesty Oracle. And with this deck, you get a word, a totem, and a reflection. So let's see what comes through. Ooh, here. You have the Great Horned Owl. I love that. Perfect. Gemini, air sign. What am I listening for? Yeah. Here. What am I listening for? That feels very spiritual to me. Right? Like sometimes we have songs that we hear. Synchronicity. A name. We'll hear it in the background. Somebody says a name, and we think, oh, that's my person's name. And what are the odds? So I just saw a post that I really liked about synchronicity. The famous quote by Carl Jung that says, synchronicity is an ever-present reality for those who have eyes to see, and now with those who have ears to hear. Okay, Gemini? Oh, I love that. All right, so I'm just going to pull the spread, Modified Celtic Cross. I will give you my overall impressions, and then we'll get the details with the clarifiers. Here we go. Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 8 of Cups, Emperor in the past, Knight of Swords, that's your card, Gemini. And wow. So the way that it's looking to me, since in the outcome position we have an energy around commitment or a conventional committed relationship. Let me start there. We'll know more in a minute. But I'm feeling with the 7 of Wands crossing the Queen of Pentacles, you're coming into this reading taking a stand for what it is you desire. Wands are always about desire, which is life partnership. You're grounded, you're together, you got it together, and you're looking for someone who can match that. We have the Emperor in the past. So I have a feeling that in unconscious awareness with the 8 of Cups, there could have been a parting of ways here, or potentially a parting of ways because you are taking a stand here. So I feel like there may be some tension around the topic of commitment. In the past, like I said, we have the Emperor, because right now, in your conscious awareness, this is your energy, Gemini, Knight of Swords, wanting to either clear the air or speak truth to power. So I'm getting the impression that first, your person has met their match. In the near future, there's the Queen of Wands. In your power, feeling empowered. We have the 2 queens here with the 7 of Wands. I'm feeling like you know your worth and value, and you're not going to come down off your position very easily. So that's why the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords can also run the risk, though, of things kind of slip off the tongue. So let's just have that be a cautionary tale, that do be careful about what you say so that you're communicating clearly and not in the heat of the moment. Spirit's talking to you about potentially about fears and apprehensions, or maybe something being triggered. And also it's a card of intuition, because in the hidden energy, we have the 6 of Swords. So your person here, this Emperor, may be wanting to get that to some kind of calmer resolution. move away from the tumult and the turbulence to something that brings both of you more peace of mind. And there's our Hierophant. So that's my overall impression. Now let's dive in with the details. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us here by subscribing. I'm coming up on 4 years here on the channel. On July 19th will be 4 years, though it didn't really take off till January 1st. So would love to have you join us. Please subscribe. Oh, got it. Yes. So, yes, this person has definitely met their match. I see you in this sort of moment of, it's like a standoff. 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands, I know you can't see it all that great. There we go. The 9 of Wands, if you look at him, he's all wrapped and bandaged and walking, hobbling on one of the wands, because there's sort of this back against the ropes, exhausted, walking wounded kind of energy to the 9 of Wands. The thing I like about it is there's perseverance there. And you're dealing with somebody here who may not, I mean, normally would be a great communicator, but very selective about what they say. And can often kind of be a little cool and aloof. And I know that there's this thought here for you about life partnership. Is that where this is headed? And I definitely see you taking a stand, not giving up, not backing down, definitely feeling empowered, persevering against all odds. With this King of Swords, Emperor. Let's see the 8 of Cups in your unconscious awareness. Yeah. I feel if you can't manifest some form of a nice, committed, reciprocal relationship, you're in your unconscious awareness, you're considering just moving on. When I look at this storyline, guys, it feels like you have evolved to this position, to this point of view, to this perspective. It doesn't feel like it's been around forever, but it feels like now that you've reached this point, you're at a crossroads moment. I don't see the 2 of Swords, I don't see Judgment, but I'm feeling a crossroads moment here of, if you cannot manifest this beautiful reciprocal relationship, whether it leads to marriage or not, it needs to lead to something more committed and long-term. And I feel like you're prepared, or you're toying with the notion of letting it go and walking away. Emperor in the past. King of Wands, 4 of Swords, Page of Wands. I think you've had to give a lot of thought as to this, where this person's present state of evolution is. Am I dealing with a King of Wands? This Emperor in upright energy is an action taker, is an initiator, as is the King of Wands. King of Wands knows what they want. But I have a feeling here with this Page of Wands underneath, you've been in deep reflection as to this person's, how evolved they are in terms of the connection. Are they just, in it for the minute and just getting needs met? Do they know what they want? They're available sometimes they're not. Is this a divine masculine, or am I dealing with somebody who just is not ready for more? So I do see in the past that there's been this question, maybe not around their intentions, but just like, I don't think I'm seeing anything negative other than, well, I'm like the queen. Do I have an Emperor, King of Wands, or am I dealing with a page? And that's where I think things have been, and now you're like wanting to manifest something more grown up, if I can say it that way, and considering just moving on. Knight of Swords in your conscious awareness here. you definitely have something to say. Yeah. Something has to change. I love that you get the Death card with the Two of Wands. The Death card isn't always about the ending. Sometimes it's about the beginning. Things, growth, change, and transformation begins with something being released. So it's almost like the message here is, I'm choosing my path forward. So we're either in this together or we're not. Temperance underneath is some message of transmutation coming in. Patience if we can transmute the energy. If the situation between you can change, I think you'd be a little bit more patient. If this person could evolve, let's say. But I definitely think your interest is to make sure that you're understood, what your expectations are. Not my favorite word for relationship readings. Expectations gets us into trouble. But I think if you let this person know where you stand, Seven of Wands, that will go a long way, right? Like you understand that everything's a process, Death card. And you're waiting with some form of patience, but more towards transmuting the energy from something that seems a little less evolved into something that is more evolved. And I know I'm using that word a lot, but for lack of a better phrase, that's just where we are. Because it feels to me like the relationship has been a work in progress, and you're like way up here, and this person's just kind of settled into a comfort zone that isn't working for you. Nothing's changing, nothing's growing, nothing's evolving. Queen of Wands. Oh, good. Well, keep your ears open because you're about to hear all about how this person feels. Hear them when they tell you that they love you. And then follow your instinct. The Queen of Wands has great instinct. She also has that little black cat at her feet for a little added magical, mystical quality. Follow your intuition too. We have the moon there for what you're really hearing. Do you think it's coming from a page or is it coming from an emperor? Because I have a feeling that what you say to this person gets their attention. That Knight of Swords, provided you don't go off half-cocked and and scream. I know a few Geminis, so I know how that works. Yeah, provided that the message is clear and firm and unambiguous, and you talk about the path you're on and where you're headed, maybe not what you expect from them, but where you're headed, then they go, oh, well, I'm in. I know how I feel about you. Let me tell you that. Let me make you an offer from my heart. And that's what they have to offer, is their love at this moment. So this is in the near future now. We have the Emperor out twice. So I think it's a fair assessment to say that you're dealing with somebody who has enormous potential to be the partner that you desire. The issue is you're evolving at different rates. Oh my God. Every now and then I get stuck on a word. Forgive me. The moon. Spirit's message is, yep, don't come from fear, come from intuition. Is this about, is this really over? Is this what, am I going to get any wish fulfillment? Is this person being too complacent? Sometimes the Nine of Cups in reversed energy is, it's all good. Kind of happy with the way things are. Well, you're not. So this is about you trusting your intuition, not coming from fear, and exploring what you think is really going on energetically. Is it done? DOA? Or is there something more available to you? So if you're coming from fear, where are you going to head? You're going to lean toward the negative. If you're coming from intuition, you may get a very different message. So I think Spirit's trying to give you a little bit of a, reminder to trust what you're hearing energetically. Let's see the Six of Swords in the hidden energies. Oof. Yeah. You kind of want a fresh start. Six of Swords, peace of mind, moving to calmer waters, Page of Pentacles. It's a small offer. Pages are normally messengers, but with the Page of Pentacles, it's kind of like, well, can we have a fresh start? This is new territory for this person. Exploring happily ever afters isn't something that seems to come easily to them, especially because we have King of Swords energy here. So they're usually a little bit more in the mind instead of in the heart. But I feel like this person is taking one step forward with the Three of Wands, wanting to manifest something calmer, more peaceful, more loving, but it may require a fresh start, almost like it's coming through as a do-over. Can I get a do-over? Because they're showing up with Knight of Cups energy, and the communication may help you determine, oh yeah, I'm dealing with I got the real deal here. But they just may be at a different level than you are, especially on when we talk about spirituality and concepts like that. The divine feminine is rising right now, so we often find that we're a few steps ahead. So let's see the Hierophant, Ace of Pentacles. There's the commitment. Yep. You got to keep her here. Hold on tight. Don't let go. There's the commitment, the offer, the connection. Sometimes the Four of Pentacles can be, you know, shut down energy. I don't see it that way. I see it as like, once this offer comes in, grab on, don't let go, hold on to what you value in this connection, because that offer is forthcoming. It's nice that I was able to kind of see where things stand right now and move through the whole progression to an outcome that looks like exactly what it is you seek. Nice work. So before I tell you about the astrology, there's a link in the description box below in the first sentence taking you to the extended. We're going to see how this Emperor shows up, how they see the situation at this time, how they think about you, feel about you, maybe see you on some level, their intentions toward you and the connection going forward, and some more oracle. So that's in the extended if you're curious. So we have the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. King of Swords is associated with the sign of Aquarius. Magician is Mercury, which rules Virgo and Gemini. And we have our Hierophant twice. That's Taurus. Emperor twice is Aries. King of Wands is Leo. Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Knight of Swords is your energy, Gemini. The Death card is Scorpio. We've got Sagittarian energy in the Temperance card. Queen of Wands is Aries. Knight of Cups is Pisces. The Moon is Pisces, as is the High Priestess. Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And that's what I've got for you. My goodness. Really fabulous reading. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.